Good evening, good evening, good evening. Chrissy here from Karmically Yours and Cafe Soul UK. We're here with the Practical Magic deck. I don't know where I put the box. Like, where have I even put the Inner Witch Oracle? We've also got the normal plain cards for cartomancy. I've been guided by these tonight, so I don't know why those are showing up. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get some energy through this deck. I don't know who created the deck. Again, I got this off TikTok shop. Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle. Is it weird that I like to touch every card before I begin? Okay. You're grounded, protected, connected in the light. No negativity allowed within our sight. Any negativity directed to we is returned to the sender. So mote it be. Blessed be. Namaste. Amen. Thank you so much. Dan, hey, hey, Dan. Hey, hey, hey. Moderator Dan's in the house. How you doing, Dan? Hey, Nicole was in today. She's had issues trying to resubscribe as well. Wouldn't let her. Good evening, Sandy. I'm very, very well tonight, actually. Very well. I thought I'd pop in while I'm having my cup of coffee for bed. So, subscribers are going to get from each deck tonight. We've got the Practical Magic deck. It is very weird. Hello, Sarah. Right, Dan. Thank you. Right, Dan, we've got either, right, bear with me. Right. Keep a check. Like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes this can like I'm feeling this is lineage and roots, but I'm feeling, let's say, disagreements or some kind of family. I'm seeing some kind of family issue, but you need to keep, and it's to do with your blood connections. And it's all about your energy too. So the sweetened brush, it's given me, for the sweetened brush today, it's given me sweep everything else behind, whatever that's gone on. It's like, it's your blood connection, it's your blood, it's family. Whatever's gone, whatever disagreements, when it makes sense. You're not talking to most of them. You see, this is saying it's blood, and things will, it's like, it's not sweeping things under the carpet, but it's like, okay, time. But there is movement. There is going to be movement. We see the 8 as movement, right? So this is either visitors turning up, which could be family, invitations, which could also relate with family, or messages, phone calls coming from family down. Subscriber Sandy. Sandy. Getting it from 2 decks. Subscribers Sandy. We have. Why am I saying, like, I've started laughing, Sandy. I've got the black kitten, right, which is the inner child, which usually is like your inner child needs work. But this is, I'm feeling you're letting your inner child out, and it's something to do with Halloween. So I don't know whether you're getting dressed up, or whether you're going to a party, or whether there's something like that. But I'm feeling the energy of, like, letting the inner child out, so to speak. And we've got the 6. We've got small wins and improvements, Sandy, and I feel this is on all levels. I've lost my deck. Good evening, everyone. Kevin. Good evening, Haley. Kevin, from recklessness to resurrection, bringing balance into your life. We've got the tiger's eye representing balance. Hello, hello. So you might have been reckless in the past, but it's literally maturing. It's maturing. And it's literally beginning afresh. Gemma. Let me get a hold of these. Gemma. Hey, Freddie. Gemma. We've got the lilac. Be enchanted with life itself. Don't hang on to things from past or anything. Be enchanted with life itself. New possibilities. Freddie. Subscribers are getting from the cartomancy as well. Freddie. Thank you. Okay. We've got a good friend showing up for you, Freddie. We've got a good, reliable friend showing up. Or you might have to be showing up for the good, reliable friend because there's emotions. Like there might be a message coming. And it's to do with this good friend. So whether a good friend's going to need you. There's something happening. Haley, subscriber Haley. Oh. Subscriber Haley. Yes, Freddie, that was you. So a good friend. There might be something, might be calling on you for your support or even just a shoulder. Haley. Subscriber Haley, we've got an where am I at? Alright. Well, they've thrown one from each one, Haley. So we've got Belladonna. Risk reward. We have to take risks to reap the rewards. But you may have to deal with an unreliable, dishonest man. Bear with me a second, folks. Have I missed any of the subscribers? I'm going to go to Emma with a squiggly name. Emma with a squiggly name. Spot on, Emma. How's the light going? Emma with the squiggly name. The garden gate. Possibilities. Whatever's going on in your life at the moment, what are the possibilities? What else is there? So it's looking at new possibilities. GemmaB, thank you so much. Right, again, it's something to do with family. Hang on a moment. No, Bob, you're in the dark, Haley. GemmaB, I'm being put on pause a moment at GemmaB. We do have the Book of Shadows, which is the lineage and your family roots, and we have the energy of it coming through. And it's, but I've been just put on pause, so I'm like, I don't know what this means yet. I don't know, but why am I getting the word janitor? Like a janitor, is that a caretaker? Caretaker. I don't know. I'm not going to pause too long. Magic is not a big sin. Look at it from the beginning and where's it gone? Don't be creating hate where there's love. That is where the problem is. Do not create hate where there's love. Keep your business to yourself and be a good person. The universe is love. GemmaB. Right. Well, that's what I'm getting for you, sweetie. So your uncle passed and he did that for a job. Hello from your uncle. Hello from your uncle. Evie. It's a sin. It's a sin. Seriously. It's a sin what you do when you go around creating havoc where there shouldn't be. Evie. Inner child. So again, this is either your inner child needs work or it's let out your inner child. Like time for fun. I'm not forgetting me coffee tonight, folks. Just go back to GemmaB for a second. Did he have anything to do with milk? I'm getting milk, the milkman. Dan, what I don't get is by doing that, they are so say that again, sweetie. What I don't get is by doing that, they are so say dining cause of judgment, eh? Yes, back in the 70s, Gemma, they're giving us that too. They're giving me that too. I mean, listen, all I'm going to say to you people, the folk like that are the people that's negative. What harm? What harm is it doing? Bringing little messages through for people. Reading cards for people. I get it that some people are evil doing this because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not keeping to the good and the good and the clear. Harley, number 2. Harley. We have the Toad Harley. Awareness. The Toad. So it's strange, Gemma. I don't know if anything else is going to come in, but you come in with a janitor and then mention the milk and milkman. So sometimes they're just little hellos, but sometimes it follows up with more. It's mad, but it's beautiful. Tia. Tia. Oh, Joe. Bagger. Tia. Strength. And I'm getting here the strength in numbers, so I don't know whether you need to whether you're needing the support of your friends or family at the moment. What is meant by Toad is self-awareness. Be aware. That was the message of the Toad card. But I'm getting strength in numbers with that one. Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to scroll, that's what I'm doing. Stephanie. So moderator Dan will be on the mute button for those who aren't paying attention and flooding the feeds. Steph. We have circle around the moon. It's time for change. Time for change. I was going to be dead funny and then say from my mother. Is that my half, sir? Isla. Dan's got her wheels and she ain't afraid to use them. Isla. Spellwork, insight. Let me get a feel of this for you. Oh, fear. Okay, Isla, have you been getting anything? Like, have you been sensing things, seeing things, or hearing things, or anything like that? Because the fear card, the Death Watch Beetle, and the Insight, and them together, I've got a feeling of you might have had some form of experience that you might be in a fear of, or not understanding, so fearing. Does that make sense, Isla? Briny Alert. T. Inner wisdom, Briny. Like, everything can be solved over a cup of tea. Every time I get this out, I picture a group of women sitting around a table, putting the world to rights, using the inner wisdom. No, there's only one card in the free, Stephanie. You can book a reading. All my links to my website is in the bio. We are karmicallyyours.company.site. The email is healingaccord@gmail.com. For private bookings on and offline, mediumship, or cards, and private events. They've moved your buttons. What they're doing, moving your buttons. I know they've been updating a lot. So I'm going to go back to the first Sarah that was... Are you still here? The first Sarah. It's just Sarah. It's no second name. It's just Sarah. You've been in a few times. Newcastle. Yes, I'm from Newcastle. Sarah. Rest and recharge, Sarah. Rest and recharge. You're from Newcastle too? Hello, hello. Where is everybody from tonight? Patricia. Patricia, Death Watch Beetle, fear. It's telling you literally to be fearless. Patricia. Lisa V. Wales David. Divine connection. Lisa V. Divine connection. Like, divine connections, your first connections are with self, with your actual self. Southeast, hello, hello. I want to know if I'm still the furthest out. Yeah, Dan's in Plymouth. No, you're not. We've got Mary in South Africa. We've got Brenda in Canada. We've got Pippa in Australia. I think you're the furthest out in the UK. Essex. Gemma's in Essex. Stephen's Glasgow. We've got a lot of people from Scotland, you know, especially our subscribers. It's nice to connect and take a pause for a moment. I know people are wanting calls, but to take a pause for a moment because things come in. Would I go to Turkey to meet my long distance boyfriend next year? I don't know. Are you planning it? Have you paid for it? Have you booked it? That's something you know whether you want to do. What I would say, if you're going to meet a Turkish person and it's like... believe most of the things you hear, is what I'll say. Not that I've ever had a relationship with a Turkish person, but I've got a lot of Turkish friends. I travel there twice a year for about 9 years. Dan, yes, me coffee. Thank you so much, moderator Dan. And they've all got wives in the mountains. Okay, hang on, folks. Did somebody... Right. Okay, I've got a man in spirit here, and he passed of lung cancer. Wow, that come just straight out the gate there. So you would have had a cough. Well, you would have had trouble breathing, because I feel I've got trouble breathing from the tip of my throat. I don't know if his name's Martin or whether he's relating to a Martin here in the physical. I do private readings, honey. All the links are on my bio. Can anyone take a man? And I know this is not a lot to go off. Don't give me any information whatsoever, folks. But I've got a gentleman here. He passed with lung cancer. He gave me that with a cough first, and then I could feel it in my throat, because it's so. I feel like he possibly could have barely spoke. Coming up to the end. Froggy, my best friend, granddad died on Saturday. I'm not sure. Dan, you could take this. No, this is lungs, Froggy. This is lungs. And I'm getting the name Martin, and I feel the Martin is living. Or, I mean, see, is a Martin living? Okay. Right. And I feel I'm seeing a blackboard. Right, hang on. Dan, is your person who died of lung cancer Martin? Froggy's, my mum's ex was called Martin. Just, right. So both of you just keep this in mind, because we know how it comes in. The next, or Froggy, you might be new, so they'll give us little things, but sometimes people can resonate with things, but then it'll come up. Nicole, I don't know whether you'll get a new home. I really don't. But I'm seeing what I think looks like a blackboard. Like a big blackboard. So I don't know whether that represents, was somebody a teacher? Is somebody a teacher? Or just, I don't know. But a blackboard. That's the only way I can feel of describing it. Some kind of big board. That's all. It's just big and dark, so it looks like a blackboard. It could, I mean, I'm saying it's a blackboard because it's dark. It's dark. But it actually, it could be an easel with something on it. It could be a, like a display stand with something on it. I don't know, but that's, it just looks. Froggy's not showing the blackboard, Dan. It could be it could be, but it's like, I'm not seeing an image of like an art piece. I'm seeing just what looks like a blackboard. But it could be like an art piece on like an easel. Or like a just a black canvas. Have you got a black canvas? Just a black canvas? Because I'm saying it's like, I can't see no art piece. It just looks dark. That's why I said blackboard. But you've got a black canvas on an easel. Is that what you're saying, Dan? Froggy got married on Saturday and I had... Froggy, I don't feel I'm with you, because I'm not feeling a celebratory thing around this board. I'm feeling it's just, there's, like I'm saying, I can't, there's no image I'm seeing on it. It just looks black. It just looks, why I said blackboard, because there's nothing I can see that's imprinted on it. So Dan, you do have a black canvas and an easel. They're not set up on it, but they're next to each other. Right. Why do I feel like I'm seeing an old... I felt like I was seeing an old sewing machine, like a singer. You know, like a singer sewing machine. Not a la, but a the brand singer sewing machine. That's what the shape looked like. That makes sense, Dan? I don't know why they're showing us these things for you. So we are with Dan. Have you been cooking today, or have you done something in the oven today? I feel like I'm seeing somebody put something in the oven, Dan. You haven't put the baby in the oven, have you? You haven't put that doll in the oven. So thank you so much for your patience, folks. We are with Dan. We have... Not the baby. What did you put? Have you put something in the oven? Is there something in there? Your oven broke. I was just going to say to you something about a switch, because I'm getting... Oh, Mary. So you're using it for storage? Oh my God. Right. Oh, well, is this a new place that you're in? Is this your new place? It is, isn't it, with your uni? Has there been an issue? Yes, a new flat. Has there been an issue with the toilet as well? Has there been an issue with the toilet as well? Like, I don't know why they show me these things, but it's like... I'm being shown the toilet seat. Oh my God. What are you doing the toilet seat? And the guy we're talking with is Martin. Like, we didn't identify who was through last night, but yeah, had to put the toilet seat back together when I moved in. Right. So who is this man to you? Is it an uncle? Martin, my uncle, he hasn't been through before. He's just said uncle when he said that. So, hello Martin. And he died of lung cancer? He died of cancer? Lung cancer? Well, so he's shown his present and how he's proven his presence is. He knows about the toilet seat. He knows about your black canvas and your easel. And that's why I'd said blackboard, because it looked like it was just black. It was dark. And the Singer Sewing Machine. Has somebody started a choir or a Christmas carol group or something? I feel like I'm getting carol choir. A carol choir. 0022 on the clock, folks. 0022, make a wish. All fits. Out. Dan, I started in choir the year he passed. I stopped going though. Oh my gosh. So he's literally brought a memory in there. It was around Christmas time. He's bringing in carol choir. It's like a wee memory. I'm saying snow. Was the snow? Because I'm like saying the rooftop was snow. Up on the rooftop, click, click, click. Dun, 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 dun. You're slow tonight, Dan. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience while we are with Dan's uncle in spirit. Dan's uncle came through, giving me the sensation, the cough, the feeling in the throat and the chest of lung cancer, with his name, Martin. Then what I thought was a blackboard, but it's not. Dan tells me it's a black canvas that he has on it beside a easel. He passed around Christmas. There was snow the day before he passed. Right. Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Dan's had many people come through from his relatives, but this one hasn't come through. This is the first time this one's come through. Oh, Dan, I hope they're happy tears. I hope they're confident tears. By any chance, I mean, I feel like he's given us a burger. I feel like he's given us a McDonald's. So, I mean, I don't know. Does that make sense? I feel like it's to try and cheer you up. Isn't that weird? Hello, welcome folks. I normally pull cards in here, but spirit can take over, and when it does, we stay with it. And we're with Dan at the moment. I don't focus on anyone in particular. It's spirit just drop things in. When they drop things in, I'll say, can anybody take this? And we've getting down to Dan. Dan, would be 2 years this Christmas. That's okay, sweetie, that's okay. Oh, what's that song again? In the sun, I hope you. It makes sense with the burger too. Thank you. So, Dan, the next thing that's coming is Dancing in the Sky lyrics. Yeah, Dancing in the Sky. Oh, I've just got shivers right way through. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. Oh my gosh. And I hope I hope you're dancing in the sky. Yeah, does that make sense, Dan? I'm getting that song in my head. Oh my God, I can't. I'm so... Are you okay, babe? Shelley will whisper it if you haven't noticed. No, we're with Dan. I haven't moved to a different person. We're still with Dan. Dan's taking a moment. Are you okay, Dan? You always sing that song for him, for this Martin. He's just singing it for you. He's singing it for you. Wow. Got me bawling. I'm happy. I'm happy, but I'm sorry. I'm happy because you validated every single thing. So you know he's with you, Dan. And he's singing that song to you. That's also verifying he knows you sing that to him. To remember him. What does heaven look like? It looks like you. It's like... We're gonna give Dan a minute. Dan, I learned it for a choir solo and then couldn't make it through the song because I was crying. Oh my God, babe. I'm throwing a virtual hug right round you now. Squeezing you tight. But how beautiful. So Dan's uncle came through again, like with the sensations. He came through first with sensations. I started coughing. I felt it in the throat. I felt it in the chest. A sensation with lung cancer. Then the name Martin, which is his name. And then what I thought was a blackboard, but it's not. Dan tells me it's a black canvas she has next to an easel. And the toilet seat is the toilet seat she had to change when moving into her flat. The choral choir was the choir she joined before her uncle passed. The snow on the rooftop, it snowed the day before he passed. The song, Dan sings it. I never got to say goodbye properly because I had COVID at the time. It's all means a lot to hear from him. Oh, Dan, it's a flipping honour. It's an honour for him to come through here. But he tells me he's been resting. He's been resting a lot. So did he have a long illness, or I mean, we know it's lung cancer, and I'm saying this because my brother died of lung cancer at the beginning of the year, but he was working up to a week before he was diagnosed. So a fortnight before he died, he was still working, climbing cooling towers, because that was his job. So people still do, without even knowing. He didn't even know he had cancer. He didn't know he was still working with stage 4 cancer until lumps started appearing on his body. So, I've got a feeling that he's telling us that he's been resting. I didn't think he'd be able to come through because he had a learning difficulty after an accident. Right, well, that makes complete sense. It's like, I know you haven't, sweetheart. He's got no difficulties now. When we pass, when he was younger, the cancer was very quick though. The thing is, well, that's like my brother. My brother was working, didn't even realise he had cancer. Lumps appeared on his body, went to the doctors. The doctor went, oh, we need to get you at the hospital. Next day, he's diagnosed stage 4 cancer. Got sent home a couple of days later, 5 days later, he's dead. I was like, what? But yeah, his was like a month. So he's got no difficulties now. He's totally fine. He's totally fine now. And when he's telling me he's rested, you know, I've mentioned in here a few times, when we pass, if we've had a hard life and stuff, or we've had a long battle with an illness, we just want to sleep. We want to rest for a while. Sometimes it takes that long. We've got to go through our life review and stuff. We might need to recuperate. Rest and recuperate. We also get trained by our spirit guides when we become spirit. You know, the people who are with us, how to be spirit, how to be in our new energetic body, and how, if they want to learn to communicate, how to do so also. There's a library they can go in, you know, like not a physical library, but they can go and learn all kinds of things, take on job roles, all sorts. It's absolutely amazing. He has got no difficulties whatsoever. He's rested. And he visits that library. He's learning. He's learning about things. Dan, this means so much. I'm so glad he's okay. He had it hard through his life. It's like, has he got something to do with these? Hang on. He's given me navigation. He's given me navigation, right? And I'm like, we kept getting the compass. Can you remember, Dan? And that's what I'm like having a little conversation in my head going, has this got something to do with the compass? Because we kept getting the compass for you. We didn't know what it meant. We didn't know nothing. And now he's given me the word navigation. He's been trying to navigate through things as well. But apparently this is not going to be the last you're going to hear of him. It's not the last you're going to hear of him. Have you got a scent? Have you got a scent at the moment in your diffuser? Is there some scent in your room at the moment, Dan? For private readings, folk, the link is on my bio. The website is karmicallyyours.company.site. I do them remote recorded, WhatsApp or Skype, and I also do them in person in the Newcastle area. If when things come through in here, it comes through organically, and as long as stuff's coming through, I stay with the person totally free. Dan, don't let it be the last I hear. He better keep popping in. I think he's going to. You do have it running, but is there a smell? What? There's some. He's telling me that there's something smells good. So what is it? Or is it food? I don't know. Stop. Stop what? Stop. Stop. I'm going to stop. I am available for bar mitzvahs, hen nights, party bookings. That is no word of a lie. Dan, you know that one you sent me ages ago and Spirit was like this one? Which one? What are we talking about? Like picked it almost. The oil. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember and we couldn't figure out who. Right, you're gonna have to refresh me memory, Dan, because I can't remember, sweetie. Like if you give us the scenario. Have you started to get hot? I'm seeing. I don't know what the hell this is. Hello everyone, please bear with me. We are with Spirit at the moment with Dan. Dan, I've gotten that. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's what I'm seeing in my head at the minute. It looks like a square box with like it could even be a, you know, like, you know the police lights they put on the car, that shape. Yes, Dan, I won an oil scent from something and Spirit came through saying that one as he was picking it. Right, what was it? Can't remember what it was. It was a cozy winter night one. Well, doesn't that sound lovely, a cozy winter night? But we couldn't figure out who it was. Do you think it was Martin? What is that drawing? I've no idea. Do you know what that is, Dan? It looks like a box with like a dome on it, on the top. Like a box shape with a dome on the top. Remember, I don't say things as if I'm looking at an actual thing. It's in shape. It's not. No, it's not a butter dish. It looks like a square box. Like at first I thought, oh, is it some kind of disco light? But I don't know. I don't know. Some kind of square box with a domey type. I'm not getting the energy of a tissue box. Hey, now listen, Tyler Henry scribbles. You can have a scribble or you can have little sketchy things. Which would you prefer? Looking at scribble that you can't make sense of, or little sketches? Like, keep that in mind. Because it's right up here. It's like literally here. That's why it's big on the page here. That might be yet to come. Who am I to say? It could be even the flipping alarm. How do I don't know. But that's how I'm seeing it, like that. So bless Dan. Dan's had things in here before. That's like you couldn't make it up. A hospital card, 4 hours later he's in the hospital, she's in the hospital. You can just have the guess the squiggle. Are you being cheeky, like? Because I can mute the subscribers also, you know. Oh, but that's lovely that he's come through there. I think, pressed, that's all I'm hearing. Pressed. Pressed what? That's all I'm hearing right now. Pressed. Pressed flower. Pressed for time. Pressured, pressed. I don't know. Sorry folks, I'm laughing here. It's just like, just this motion has me sense of humour. You've been kind of low. Turn that frown upside down. I'm gonna have a drink of my coffee. He's not giving us anything more than money, but I will save this. I'll download this live down and put it on the YouTube channel. So you can go back to it. So Martin came in with a cough. Dan, does it make me feel low? Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you so much, Martin. Overnight. And not sleeping. Well, no, he's with you, and like, well, we can't argue against all of that. we can't argue against all that validation. I mean, it looks weird. But you see, just remember, when you've been singing that song to him, or, you know, remembering him by that song, Dancing in the Sky, he came in, he was singing that to you, or he was singing it in acknowledgement. I know you sing this, and I'm with you. Oh, Dan, he hears it. He hears it. It's like an acknowledgement. I hear you singing this. And it's just beautiful. It makes me want to cry sometimes. It's so beautiful. It's like the smallest, randomest things. But oh my God, the comfort and stuff that can bring. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. Oh, Dan. But I mean, it's a good bawling though, isn't it? It's a good bawling. It's a good bawling. Like, this person's with you. This person's just validated. Like, and he's also said he's been resting. He's been resting. And he's okay. He's more than okay. I'm just checking the iPad's not burning up with the battery. So thank you again. I'm going to put that paper at the side there, and I will download this. We're just finished with Spirit. Bear with me a second. Please don't copy and paste, Afsana. Yeah, I need to refresh with my coffee, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience. And I hope that it brings you all some comfort in some way to know that your loved ones are also with you. It's like, it blows me away. Your people are so wonderful. They really are. Dan, and love that he's came through so close to my birthday too. I know. Well, you weren't in on Monday though, were you? Oh, you were, but it was late. Beth Smith, I'm so sorry for your loss. My website is karmicallyyours.company.site, and there's lots of different options. Karmically. But I'm still feeling the love. Oh my gosh, I'm still feeling like, I love it. I love it. I mean, I don't know who, does anybody up in the northeast area? My niece works for the Escapologist, which is like escape rooms in the Metro Centre. You're going to need to go and put that song on. And she was saying last night in the live, she'd like to have, like, arrange something for me to go over to the Escapologist things to do a mediumship night. So we're going to have a talk about it at some point. Okay, my darling, you take your minute. You're in the northeast? You'd go, Lisa. I mean, I don't know what the plan is or anything, but I said I'll definitely be open to it. Definitely. I would love to get around the UK and to come to people's places, especially that Cafe Soul people, and going to Europe. We want our Cafe Soul Winnebago or flipping bus. Yes, we'd even come down to Essex, Gemma. Dan's in Plymouth. We definitely need a bus, Hayley. We need somebody to sponsor us with a nice bus, and then we need a driver. Glasgow would 100%, Glasgow and Edinburgh, or some of the first places we'd be going to. Some of the first places. A lot of our subscribers are up in Scotland. My heritage, my father's side, Scottish. So definitely Loch Lomond. Oh my God, that would be lovely. Where about in Newcastle are you? You're in Walker. Oh my God, I used to live in Byker. 1983. Lived in Byker. I'm in North Kenton. Scotland forever. You would come and see? It's getting about, because I don't drive. I don't have a vehicle or anything. We need to get a bloody bus. We need to get a bus. We need to get a driver. We just need to have some big investor or something. Or even just give us a bus on loan. We'll rent it per month when we get a driver. But I would love that, going all over the country. Doing paid private ones and doing events and doing free events. How amazing would it be? It's like, there was a woman, I don't know whether people in the Northeast, I mean, hey, there was people who drove up from Manchester to see this woman. She lived in Hayden Bridge. You would be great on tour. Well, that's what they want me to do, Steph. That's what they want me to do, but I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, this lady was called Isa. And she had the bluest eyes. And it was as if she could see into your soul. She's the only person I've ever seen that she was a seer. She knew. And she used to, people used to come from all over to her home. You could drive up there and there'd be like 2 and 3 cars waiting to go and see her outside her home. And back in the day, that's like the early 80s, a couple of quid. She would just say, if you went to put money out, she would go, don't talk about money. She would do your cards first and then leave what you can. That's what she did, leave what you can. When that lady passed, I did her death notice. By that time, I'm working for the Evening Chronicle. And I literally had a freeze moment, because I'm like, is this the Isa? And it was, and I had to take a moment. But brilliant. Wow! That's not that many though, we're getting way past the 14Ks. Paula, hello, long time. But it would be lovely to get on the road. You'd be able to see me then as well, don't you? Because I'm behind the camera here. Because I can just chill out my gym jams, I can chill out whenever, which means I can come online whenever. I don't have to like make myself look presentable. I've took my eyebrows off today. Ladies, menopause, I've lost my eyebrows. Thank God for newfangled technology weirdness. Where's my little thing gone? Do you know that one? Honestly, well, I'll tell you, this cost me 79 pence on TikTok, right? 79 pence. It's brilliant, Gemma. That's my eyebrows. The brill. As long as you don't have sweaty eyebrows or anything, the brill. Do you do house readings? I do, honey, I do. It's all on the website. Honestly, have a look. It's this one, what's this one called? Eyebrow contouring. And my hair's usually black. I get that, it hasn't got a colour on, it's like a grey, it's like a dark grey. Right, so I am going to get back into doing the cards. So we'll just go back over for those asking about spirit readings and stuff. They come organically here. They come organically. I don't focus on anybody. If something comes in, if I get an image or a feeling or something, I'll say, right, can anybody take this? Other than that, I'm supposed to be pulling cards. But for online and in person, the website is karmicallyyours.company.site. I do cards, like card readings, remotely, which are recorded and then put on YouTube on unlisted videos, so only you can see. I also do remote recorded mediumship spirit messages, WhatsApp, or face-to-face. I also do house parties. And at the moment I can only do around Newcastle house parties because I didn't drive. Unless it was like for a big event. So I'm just going to get some energy back in the cards because they've sat there for a while. When things sit for a while it gets stagnant. So we're refreshing all the energy in. Like I'm trying to refresh the energy in the cards, but right, hang on. Call. C-A-R-L. Call. Call. And I'd call. Alright. Call. Right, just keep repeating yourself. Call. 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 When they're giving him first, it's normally someone in still living. But I can never be 100%. And I have a feeling that either the person who's given us the name Carl or Carl themselves had is possibly on the autistic spectrum. I'm getting autism in my head, the word. Can anyone relate to a call? Call. I'm not saying that right. Call. And somebody with autism. Call. It's like I'm literally getting in my head. Call. Call. C-A-R-L. Call. Call. I just call. That's the way it's coming through. C-A-R-L. C-A-R-L and autism. And for some reason I'm wanting to go backwards and forwards and my left foot's tapping. As if I'm rocking backwards and forwards and my left foot is tapping. So I don't know what this is about. I don't know what I don't know what this is about. No, this person is like their body's rocking backwards and forwards. You know, is it? You know what? I'm going backwards and forwards in my chair. Like my torso is going backwards and forwards, walking backwards and forwards, and my left foot is tapping as I'm going backwards and forwards. I feel this person, whether this is the spirit person, had this in life, or this is the life person. I feel like the body couldn't stay still. Something had to be moving. Like I've just tried to move. I've stopped rocking now, but my right leg started bobbing. So this is someone that there's something, because this my body's want to keep moving. And I'm getting autism. Dan, welcome back, Dan. Okay, I'm back. I'm good. Good. I'm feeling a bit confused because I've got a call, C-A-R-L. I don't know. And I feel like, well, they've given me autism. And I've been rocking backwards and forwards in my chair, and my left foot's been tapping. And then when I try to stop that, my right leg's going. What would these symptoms be of? I don't know. Could be anxiety, but it's not. I know what anxiety feels like on the inner. So what I don't know what this feels like. Are they autism symptoms too, Dan? Is this all autism symptoms I'm feeling? Gemma, my son-in-law has autism, but name is Kyle, but people always say Carl. And does he display what I'm feeling here? Like going backwards and forwards, my left foot's tapping and then my right leg's going. It's like as if I can't. Fidgety. 0101 on the clock. Always. That's how I'm feeling right now. Is there a head twitch? Is there a head tick? I feel like I've got a head tick or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting this. Dan, the rocking and tapping are sensory, what you call stimming, right? See, I'm getting educated. Thank you, Dan. But I felt like I had a tick in me, like my head's going to the left, like tick. When he's worried, and your grandson is the same. Is there something he's worried about right now? Is there something that he's worried about now? Because I'm just wondering who's bringing this through. Like who's bringing this through for you? And it's focusing on all of these symptoms. He's worried about something now. So is it, have all these things started to get more prominent, or I need them, and whoever this is, I need them to stop it, because it's I don't know what this is. Yes, Dan, I'm sitting bloody rocking backwards and forwards and my legs going and everything. I think so. I was on phone to him today and he was talking about ones that have passed. Ah, well, maybe that's why they've come in here, near in here. Right. Has he lost 2 people recently, or... well, I shouldn't really say recently. I've got 2 people standing in the doorway. One's taller than the other. I don't know whether that means that one's younger than the other. Ah, yes. There's the smaller ones are younger. Is there a father and a son? Is there a father and a son? Whoa. Last year, and a stepchild 2 years ago. Right, so they're at the door. My door is like a white door. It's like the white heavenly door. But I feel like I've just seen someone in bed flip the covers. His stepdaughter. So I think this is in the physical, as if someone's lying in bed and they've just flipped the covers. I don't know whether they flipped the covers to get up or flipped the covers. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. It flipped so fast. Okay, so we're definitely with GemmaB. So this person's obviously come through for him because they're clearly worried about something. Probably my daughter, his wife. Has somebody got to put a sample in or something? Like a urine sample? Or I feel like I'm seeing somebody holding a sample. Gemma? No, Callum, sorry. Does that make sense, Gemma? Some kind of sample? That's how I feel. I'm seeing a hand, as if it's holding like... All right. Has somebody had an out-of-body experience? Has she had an out-of-body experience? I'm seeing a body above a body. It normally means an out-of-body experience. And had water test yesterday at 32 weeks. That'll be the sample. Yes, somebody's had an out-of-body experience. Was it her? You had an out-of-body experience. I'm being asked to ask you, can you remember anything from that out-of-body experience? She used to all the time as a child. I'm seeing an egg timer. I don't know. Like, they asked me to ask you if there was anything you remembered from them, but then they've shown me what looked like an egg timer. Does that make sense? Oh, it made you cry. Is that a yes, that makes sense with the egg timer, or? Yes. How does that make sense with the egg timer? That's weird. It's weird. Seeing the connection also helps me. Lisa, thank you so much, darling. Good night, good night. Love and light. Your nan was holding the egg timer. Was this in one of your outer bodies or something? Or was this in... Because it's just weird that come after them asking me to ask you, can you remember? Yes, it was during one of your outer bodies. And was your nan passed at that time? So when you were having the out-of-body experience, and was your nan passed away with this, when you were seeing her with this egg timer? She's trying to understand the correlation there. Callum, I don't choose them, honey. Honestly, Spirit just gives me things. She looked at me and said, no, not yet. Well, no, that was real, Gemma. No, that was real. It's like, That's why she's asked. That's why the question's being asked. Can you remember anything from the out of bodies? Because it was real. She looked at me and said, no, not yet. It was a day after her son passed away. Just 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I don't know whether this makes any sense, but sometimes spirit turns me into a flipping karaoke. Chantilly lace, was a pretty face, ponytails hanging down. Can you take that song, Gemma? Makes the world go round, ain't nothing in the world like a girl. I've been very low, found stuff out about when my daughter passed away 21 years ago. Chantilly lace. The big bobber. Your granddad. That's singing in my head. Your granddad sung it. Hey, hello, baby. The big bobber. So sometimes different people will pop in and they'll show themselves in different ways. So he's coming in with Chantilly lace. A wiggle and a walk, a giggle and a talk, makes the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so fun, make me spend my money. Oh my gosh. Hello, Granddad. It's just reminded me that, you know, when you're feeling low, one of the quickest way to raise your vibration is to stick some music on your love and move. In 2 weeks, found out about my daughter's death, then my uncle, then my brother got very poorly. You know, it's tough. It is really tough. We've lost so many family members in the last 3 years. I've literally lost count. I've got to sit and count them. It's hard. It is, it's hard. And some very, I mean, young. My brother was just March this year. He was 55. My brother-in-law, I think it was just before the Christmas, I think it was. He was younger. No, I don't think. I think he was a bit older than Paul, but he was younger than me. My children's father last August. My mum, her brother, my uncle. It's like my sister and my father both in hospital with heart attacks. It's been scary the last 3 years. It's been scary. And it sounds, to some it might sound cold, but I've learned it is what it is and I can't change it. The comfort it brings knowing that they're okay. And they are now worried about us. Oh. Oh, sending you lots of hugs, Gemma. It is hard. And now your daughter and brother both have... Oh. Struggle's real, isn't it? Just taking a moment to send intentional healing, intentional prayers. Let's all send a little love. At least I know my uncle came early, and now my nan and granddad. It's like they're all popping in. It shows they're with you. It shows they're with you. They were never truly alone. Our people in spirit are with us, even when we can't feel them. Charlotte O'Neill, you don't need to send gifts. When the spirit messages come through, they come through in the lives organically. I don't focus on anybody. Something will pop in, whether it be in a sensation, a vision, a word, a song, and I'll put it out there. Who does this belong to? And so far tonight, every time I've tried to start doing the cards again, it's happened again. And once it does, and people connect, we just let that go until they've gotten out what they need to get out. But we hope that it gets. Don't be sorry, Gemma. Don't be sorry. We hope that everyone gets some comfort from the messages that a person gets, because it should help you also know that your people are with you. And the validations we get in these lives are brilliant. But I'm pleased my body's calmed down now, Gemma. Like, my body was a bit all over the place. But everything's you'll tell them tomorrow. The thing is, do you know, my go-to, Gemma, my go-to is the breath. The breath. You're very close to your son-in-law. Tell him to breathe. Do you know, sometimes it's just stop. Take a moment. Take a pause. Just take a breath. Flipping shitty things happen. And shitty things happen to good people. But it's how we move through that shit. And stay focused on what is and what we can. Dan, you burnt your dinner? Oh no way. So thank you so much, Gemma's people. Was it your first time here today, Gemma? We have 38 subscribers, and our subscribers, 27 of them I think now are on our Facebook group. It's £4 a month. We have Mondays at 8 p.m. How you been keeping you, eh? 1 a.m. again, my schedule is 2 off. Flipping 20 past. It's like, whoa. You burnt the pizza. Great job, you've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break now. I am going to take a break. It's 20 past bloody 1. First time tonight Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I do try and pop on at some point, usually daily. Depends on how busy my days are. Subscriber only is Monday evenings at 8 p.m, Friday afternoons at 1 p.m, and the last day of each month we do a subscriber draw for a free reading. I'm not doing any more cards, no. I'm going to sign off right now. We've had spirit after spirit after spirit come in. I want to download this video before it gets too long. Get it up on YouTube, Gemma, so it'll be on my YouTube link is on my bio. There's a playlist called Behind the Scenes TikTok, and that's where the replays go. Dan, it's so weird how it won't let you resubscribe. It's flipping mad. Absolutely mad. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your patience. I am sorry if you didn't get a card, but I do hope the messages you've heard come through for people. I hope you're getting some comfort from that. Love and light to you all. Good night.